Hey, 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 Facebook, YouTube, social media, how are you doing this evening? Hey, listen, we're back for a special broadcast show. We were going to take some weeks in July off, but my guest tonight, I just had to get him before you. I had to get him before you. I promise you, you will not be disappointed tonight. He's my brother and my friend. He's Dr. Tariq Price. I just like to. I'm glad he's my brother and my friend. We met years ago through social media. Is the first time we contacted, and then when I flew to Atlanta, who do I see in the car next to me? But this brother right here in the car next to me, and he's been a genuine brother and friend ever since. And so, listen, you're welcome to living the dream. And these broadcasts and telecasts are designed for individuals that are living out their dreams, especially, watch this, in a pandemic, because we birthed this talk show during a pandemic. And because we birthed it during a pandemic, you get a chance to be exposed to people who are living the dream. It's designed to give you information, but it's designed to get you fired up about you being able to live your own dreams and live out your own dreams. So without further ado, living the dream audience, let's give it up for my brother, my friend, my brother from another mother, my covenant brother, Dr. Tariq Price. Sir, have at it. It's your audience.
Well, man, first of all, I would like to say, man, it's a pleasure and an honor to be on Living the Dream radio show, talk show. And he's right. We're covenant brothers. He's been a real good friend to me, and man, he got me on here. He got me on here, wanting me to talk about credit. So if you guys have any questions, if you want to know more about credit, why it's important to have your credit together in this pandemic, while we're quarantined, while we're going through all these issues around the world. And it's not just America, but around the world. Well, you're talking to the right guy. Not just me, but him too. But credit is so important. It's just like a pie. You got a payment history. You got that's worth 35% of your credit profile. You got your credit length. You have your new credit. You have, and it goes on and on. Credit, understanding credit will change your life. You hear me? Having an 800, 750, 700 credit score will change the way you live. You will have the lowest interest rates on vehicles, on homes. You will have them on credit cards. You can get bigger credit limits. And for our community, for our culture, we need this. You hear me? It's time for us to not just dominate in the area of finances, but have every area of your life nice and up to par, I should say. It's time out that we go to dealerships and we're praying for God to move in the dealership. No, we should be able to just walk in and get what we want, get what we need. Whether it's a need for just a better car or an exotic car or your dream car, we should be able to have the finances and credit to do so. I say this all the time: cash is king, but credit is power.
Mhm.
So you need both. And the name of our company is the Winner's Way, the Winner's Way Financial Group, and you can reach out to us, winnerswayfinancial.com. I have another class coming up August 16th that'll teach you how to do the credit business, or you can become a client of mine, a customer of mine, however you want to do it. But I am here if you need help on how to clean up your credit. Certain things that we can do at the Winner's Way. We can take care of your student loans. We can remove bankruptcies. We can remove collections. Well, yeah, we can remove collections. Collections is a booger. But let me tell you something about collections. Once your account that you once had is sold to another company, which a collection agency, that account is no longer yours. All right, are you getting what I'm saying? It's no longer yours. Why? Because they sold it. So it's no longer yours, and that's a freebie for you. So just know you do not have to pay collection. You can get them off. You know what I'm saying? So we can get them off. So the winner's way. That's what we do. I do the life coaching. If you don't want to get into the credit, we have the Winner's Way Life Success Group. That's where we will train you to become a certified life coach yourself, and you can get in our monthly program where we have 1 month of coaching, so I can help you live your dream.
Wow, I love that. You know, you were stating some things, and I think that what happens is because something last year, our car in last September, our car got totaled, and we didn't find out until October. It got totaled, and we wasn't expecting that because the car had about three more payments left, left on it and whatnot. You're looking forward to not having any payments and so forth.
Right,
But
right.
but here, and you said something that I believe that's so important concerning credit. OPM, other people's money, with discipline helps us grow things. But we were able. I just asked my wife what type of vehicle she wanted, and when she told me what she wanted, there was no stress, strain, or struggle. It was just a matter of picking out the vehicle. The credit part wasn't an issue because I already knew that we had pre-approval on one, we had pre-approvals on the other, but we were able to go in, name our price on a vehicle for under $7,000 of what it might have been going for, and was able to get the deal because, watch this, because they saw that we could go anywhere and get a car because our credit, we didn't have forget it credit.
Yeah, yeah.
So and even in this, what's so important that you're bringing this up, because even as a pastor, a lot of what we do as pastors, our credit has to be good because initially the banks want our signature on everything that the church does. They want our signature.
You can't grow. You can't grow your flock. You can't even grow. Expand because the pastor's credit is whack. But I would like to also say, wasn't that a good feeling that you can just go in and have options, and they ain't got to tell you because yours bad. You go over to that lot over there. But it's a great feeling, and I tell people all the time, it's not about just your score. You do want a decent score, you want a great score, but you got to look at your credit profile as your behavior. That's your behavior, and that's how they determine, or the banks and the loan departments and the mortgage companies and the dealerships determine what rate you're gonna have. Your interest rate. They determine if they're gonna approve you or not because of your behavior. And doing credit, it actually made me look at the word different, and the world and credit different, and finance is different, because it's like good and evil. So the credit bureaus is not your friend. They report, it's just like Satan. He's the accuser. And the bureaus is the same way. They accuse you for every little thing when you're late, 30 days late. They're keeping track of everything. And you have to remember that okay, if they're not my friend, let me go ahead and make this change so where I have nothing but positive credit, because there's good debt and there's bad debt. And you're going to make sure that you have positive accounts, zero derogatory marks, two. I'm giving you the data points of what a credit report should look like: 2 inquiries or less, zero derogatory, at least 12 positive, on time, paying, active accounts. A lot of people don't understand that. Old school people say, "Oh, we need to just pay off everything," but that's hurting you more than helping you. And you do need good, positive debt where you still have the cash to pay it off, but you need at least, and those accounts can be loans, credit cards, mortgages, auto loans. It can be mixed and balanced out. And that's what will help your data points and help you get to that 750 to the 800 credit score. So
You know what? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir.
no, I was just saying it's so important. to know and understand those data points.
Because you know, Pastor, you said something, and it kind of took me to somewhere, and just kind of, because I used to be an accountant. I always say the degree says I still am, but I don't do that kind of work anymore. You know.
You do.
Yeah, you know, but I needed to know that because I never knew as a pastor how important that was going to be. Yeah. But one of the things that, even with that, there were a lot of pastors and business owners who didn't qualify for the PPP loans during this time because of their credit. You know, and it wasn't because it, whatever, they didn't know that it was based on their credit.
Do that. At the Winners Way, we don't just focus on credit. We help you start your business in any state. We help you with your LLC. We help you with the SBA loan. We help you with the S Corp, C Corp. We help you with grants. We help you become a life coach. We help you with your nonprofit organization. So we're not just a credit company, but this is what we do at the Winners Way. We help you discover that winner within. So we help you live the dream.
Hey, that's what I'm financial group, the Winners Way Financial Group. So
yeah.
See, that's why this brother had to be here, because he is he is a wealth of information and a wealth of knowledge. I was going to go through and say his bio. He's an entrepreneur, an author, a pastor. He does all of these things with excellence and integrity. Now, can you share without, because I want to encourage people that need help to stop trying to take shortcuts. I want them to work with you. So can you kind of tell them a little bit, especially during this, I call it a prophetic pause, this pandemic.
That's good. That's good.
Why should they be looking at stuff like their financial portfolio during this time and start getting stuff straight?
You gotta want it bad. The way I changed my life was I was sick and tired of getting denied. Mm-hmm. The shortcut that you were talking about, I tried taking it. Mm-hmm. I tried to go around and establish business credit when my credit was not the best. You know what I mean? So it's no, you fix yours, fix your credit, and reach out to me. We have all different type of and you can write down my number. It's 407-630-7799. That's the Winners Way hotline. Give us a call, and we can get you going. We have all types of packages. We have all types of. It's $99 to enter in on a very, very basic package or membership fee. $99, and what includes with that is 3 letters to the bureau and a credit education class once a month that I teach, because I want to make sure that you understand it. I'm not just cleaning this up. I really want to educate my people on credit. So I want you to understand what you're getting into. I want you to understand how to build credit, because we just don't clean it up. And I have a package called the credit deletion package. I have a package that's called a credit builder package, and I have the ultimate package. And we'll work with you. So again, take down the number is 407-630-7799. And you can log on to our website at Winners Way, WINNERS Way, WAY financial.com.
Man, that is tremendous. And see, my thing that, and I keep reiterating this, a lot of times we want to take the shortcut around something, and I look at what you're talking about as an investment, because I know the investments that that my family had to make in order to do some things. I know the investments we had to make to correct some behavioral, because that's literally what it was. It was bad behavior.
It was bad behavior
that we were exemplifying. And so even in ministry, I had to learn when to say no.
Yeah.
And so forth. Because even now we're we're upgrading to cinematic cameras to not only do in-service stuff, but location stuff that will exemplify some stuff. But here's the thing with that, doing that, um, it took me having good credit for them to say, okay, this is how much we'll give you to spend. Now, here's the thing, I got the cash to pay for it, but I understand the behavior because, like you said about that 12 months, I got a strategy, get that and front load it with my payments and
Exactly.
higher amounts. And
Exactly.
then I got less amounts on the back end. It'll improve credit behavior usage because that's what they're looking for.
They looking for.
But we have it, and just to be able to have that. And so I encourage you all, listen, the Winners Way Financial Group, I know this brother, and all. He wouldn't be here with us this evening if I didn't believe in his character. If I didn't believe in his integrity, he would not be here this evening discussing with you the importance of getting your financial portfolio together because I promise you, coming out of this pandemic, it's going to be some stuff that we can make moves on.
Let's go. Gotta possess the land. We gotta be ready. We gotta be ready. A 800 credit score is equivalent to around $100,000 in cash.
Y'all hear that?
You know, it's time, and then it's so important to check your credit. I check my credit every day because there's crooks out there. Identity theft. I'm glad I got on mine years ago because somebody was my social security number was off 1 point, and no wonder I couldn't buy nothing.
Wow.
Off 1 point. So there's 80% around the world of mistakes on credit reports. So you gotta check. If you don't check it every day, like me, check it every week. Check it 2 or 3 times a week. Just know how this thing understands, because guess what? If you hide your social security number, some people's credit so jacked up to the point where you might as well tell everybody your social security number. What you hiding it for? What you get what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody want your social security number because it's jacked up. But give people or give yourself and your family a reason to not want to use your social security number. Why? Because it's in great shape.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want anybody just abusing your credit. And I'm telling you, we can also do trade lines. There's a difference between trade. A lot of people don't understand what trade lines are. Trade lines. There's 2 types of trade lines, and this is another thing that our culture don't know that well. Trade lines. There's primary trade lines, and there's AUs, authorized user trade lines. I'm not gonna give y'all everything because y'all gotta
Come aboard. Come aboard.
yeah. This is intellectual property. It's information. You know what I mean? But AUs, you can get and this is what they've been doing forever. I don't mean to be like that, but they do their kids. They put authorized user credit card on their kids' account, so it'll strengthen their score by 120 something points. You know, and you can call your credit card company and you can turn your credit into cash. I could show you how to do that by adding other people on your trade authorized user account. You get what I'm saying? But that's all I can really say. But even when you're going to make big purchases, you can put a trade line of 20, 30,000, 40,000 to beef up your utilization and cause your utilization score to go down tremendously. That'll cause you to get that low interest rate. And this is all legal stuff, but we just didn't know it. Because I just went to the Mercedes Benz dealership here in Florida, owned by an African American. And when he heard of my score and found out how old I was, because I'm still 28.
Absolutely. I'm 35.
Yeah, man. And when he came out, and he's a former Major League Baseball player, and just Google his name. He doing so well for himself. He's about to own the first AMG store in America. There's 5 around the world, but when I went there just this past Tuesday and bought the truck, They came and said, you know what, Dr. Price, we haven't seen the type of score that you have as an African American in a while, being your age. And I walked around. You can ask my son Mason. I mean, we had a good time. He was like, "Dang, Dad, this credit thing is serious to you." I said, "And I want it to be serious for you too, son, because my kids will not walk around here have to go. They will not have to do or go through what I've had to go through, and that's what caused me to get into the credit business. And it's taken it's taken off. So get with me, get with Dr. Middleton, get with me again. My number is I don't know what happened.
Hey, y'all, put it in the comment section for me when he says it.
Okay, right here.
407.
Comment section. 407. I don't know how to do that. Is Ariel on? Because she can do it.
Okay, yeah, she can do it.
407-630-7799. And I'll help anybody, man. Just reach out to me. We will get you going.
Wow. Well, you've been delivering, I believe. I don't want to call them teasers. I just like to call them nuggets.
Yeah.
Of how we should be able to do things. I said, because even when it comes to property, I mean, I've always said, I mean, as a landlord, you say to people, because, I used to hear horror stories about people when they got investment properties had to get hard money. When they had to get that hard money was costing them a hefty interest rate. And a lot of people would lose the properties because the rate and the term was so high. When we deluged into it, the rate that we got was pretty much on par with people were paying for their mortgages.
Yeah.
Why? Because of the stature and the credit and the behavior at the time that we were doing it. We were doing this, and so how would and the way I wanted maybe you to describe this to individuals, because your tent is so broad in what you're doing, but just maybe talk about a little bit how even doing this part has accelerated your other investments or businesses, how fixing the credit, how taking care of the credit has accelerated your other pursuits in business.
Wow, that's deep, man. But it like he mentioned earlier, you will have to put your signature down on some piece of property. Even when you have business credit, it depends on how you're going about things, But we just purchased another piece of property. Like, we're property owners. We're real estate, commercial real estate owners now. Own several buildings. This last building that we just got and purchased, I had to put my signature on, and they said okay. Why? Great credit. I didn't have to call Rodney up. I didn't have to call my boy Ron Holmes up, and my good friend Mason Betha. And, I ain't had to call. Hey, y'all, can all three of y'all touch and agree with me? I should just be like, yo, I'm going for this, and all of them know I should be straight. Like, we should be straight. Cash is king, but credit is power. You don't even have to use your cash. Just sit there and use other people's money. And don't get me wrong, that's how we was brought up. Cash. We paid it off cash. But you have to build credit by getting, I think Dr. Price taught about this years ago. Dr. Frederick Casey Price. You need credit. You need credit to go. You can drop cash to rent stuff, but nowadays they make you have a major credit card for renting even a vehicle, so you don't have to put a down payment by using your debit card or your checking account. Sometimes when you're traveling, man, I need that $300 my down payment for a rental car. That's my Disney World tickets right there. You have a credit card that you could put on. They don't require you to have just thank God for wisdom and thank God for growing because that's how we used to travel: debit card, and cash.
Mm-hmm.
Now you use credit just for being responsible. You don't use credit just to be shopping and different things. No, it's called money with a mission or credit with a mission, where I have now credit cards for just emergencies. This allowed me to get a home in Florida. I'm in Florida. My wife in Michigan right now. She coming back this week. We getting ready to own two different locations of childcare. That's her zone, and we just purchased a beautiful facility for our second location, and it's man, it's state of the art. She doing it up down there, and our architects are in there right now drawing the plans up, and we're getting ready to start construction on that. And our church building is 36,000 square feet.
Right.
And our other two buildings for the child care centers are over 12,000 square feet. So it just pays to have your credit intact, and you should want this for you. It'll make your life so easier. I got a credit card just for groceries.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me? I got a credit card just for flying here and flying back to Michigan. I got
Mm-hmm.
a credit card for each house. So therefore, if something go wrong, hot water heater, furnace, or they call emergency, it's still a part of my emergency fund where I do have cash stored up, but I also can use one of my credit cards. And they are zero balance, all of them right now. I think probably 1 or 2% is my utilization right now for all the credit that I have.
And see, that's major because most people in their utilization are over 75 and 80% on their
Yeah.
utilization.
I stay by 30, under 30.
And that's what they recommend that you do
And I
with
take
them.
25 at the winner's way.
See, that's what I'm talking about. And that's why I believe that this tonight show, and the reason I didn't want to hold off on this show is because while you were in during the pandemic, this is it's work, it's a connection that you would have with someone to get started, because a lot of us know where our credit is, but the thing is it's not just about fixing the credit, just like you said, it's about the behavior, the utilization of
Right.
how you use the credit. I like how you said, about the travel thing. I don't have to worry about, I'm when I travel, I'm a Mac daddy when I travel. I said, when it comes to the car rental thing, shoot, I don't even go to the counter
Yeah,
because my
yeah,
stuff is taken care of ahead of time.
yeah,
I go to the car that
yeah.
they picked out for me, and if I don't like that car, they're gonna give me another car
Oh,
just based on who I am. I said that's Mac Daddy stuff. When we went to Dubai, when we went to Dubai, we were able to okay, we going to the hotel from where we were. Okay, I was able to get a Sprinter to take us back and forth
come on.
with that. And now here's the thing: if we didn't make changes years ago,
That's
we
it.
we wouldn't be able to fulfill vision
That's
or
it.
experience victory in our dreams. Because I think that's the biggest key with what I want people to take away from tonight. Some people have aspirations, but they don't know about capital.
Come on now. Come on.
And they don't even know how to use capital. And my thing is I'm trying to open up a door because I just saw at
Yeah.
the end of this pandemic, at the end of
Yeah.
everything going on, there's going to be so much opportunities that's going to be available for people that got their credit behavior right during the season.
And it's time to clean it up
Yeah,
because we at the winner's way, we can clean up all negative items that you have, but that's not where we stop. We want to help you build positive credit as well. So when we're adding like my credit builder package, when we're adding 15, 10, and $15,000 on your credit profile, just to because you chose that package and that's what comes with it, man, you can go to the credit union and in a few months after they're added and they're showing up on your report, and now you can start building a relationship with your credit union and say, hey, I've been making a turnaround. Do you see these limits that's on my credit report now? I got a revolving account right here that's 5,000. I got another one that's 5,000, and I got another one that's 1,500. Your credit union are gonna be like, what? And guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna give you a MasterCard, Visa, or whatever they have there to match what we put on. No more $500 cards. We're trying to get you out of the 300 credit card limit and the $500 limit and get you going into them thousands. Because nowadays we need thousands to win. And I'm not downing you. If you get 500, great. But I'm just telling you, there's another door for you out here, and we want you walking in victory concerning your credit.
Hey, listen, you drop a major nugget there, because I got a cat that I know. He's a good brother of mine. He gets all kinds of residential properties, and what he used to do is he used to use his cash to buy them. I always say that's good when you can use your cash. Then the cat got a hold of him and said, "Man, why are you doing that?" Right. He says, "You exhausting your cash." Yeah. Someone taught him behavior, how to do trade lines. He did trade lines, and he was able to get 2 and 3 investment properties off of that, turn it, get something else, is what he was doing. And I'm sitting up here saying, wait a minute. He said, yeah. So now, and he's letting me know his utilization is low because he would buy 3 properties, keep 1, sell 2 to pay off what he had borrowed and utilized. And I'm sitting up here saying, okay, if people that have 6+ figures in their savings account, not just their checking account, they got 6 figures in their savings account, but they got 6 figures of credit utilization. Let me tell you something. That 800 score, along with your cash, will get you to be able to, take over in this particular time. And so, once again, listen, y'all, contact my brother at 407-630-7799. Please do yourself a favor during this pandemic. A lot of y'all got dreams and visions. And here's the thing. You have dreams and visions, but you have no way to fund or finance your dream or vision. And so the dream and vision is laying dormant because we don't know the extra step. A lot of people like to talk about privilege, but it's really not privilege, it's information. Because some people get more information than we get. So because they have more information, they have more advantages than we have based upon information. So brother, if you all have any questions, and here's why I'm kind of encouraging you to reach out to him, because some of you might not want to put your questions in the comment section because it might be a little bit more in depth. And ain't no shame to the game, because I promise you there was a time I wouldn't put any of my questions
me too
in the comment section. I would call that brother up privately. Look, man, I need some help. No, literally. I need a lot of help.
You can call me Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Okay. 9 a.m., 3 p.m. Those are my hours. Those our hours. Tuesday through Friday.
Okay, Tuesday through Friday. Awesome. And so they I saw the one question that someone asked about the day that you're training. Now, the training class that you have that's coming up, that's all with the membership and everything. Is that correct?
Well, the training class is me showing you how to do the credit business, and you can set up, you can get your LLC and come up with your own name, come up with your own credit program. It is amazing. And then that way I'll then become your mentor, and I will teach you, train you. You can call me anytime with questions. I'll show you how to send out the letters. I'll show you how to add verbiage to your letters. I'll show you some how to do trade lines and all of the stuff that we need to know. I'll show you how to do your own credit, your own family credit. So this is why I want people to learn the business. But other than that, you can come to me. But that class does start August 16th at 7.
August 16th. Now, I don't know about any of you all that would love to learn the business. I promise you, it's not a waste of time.
No,
at all, because you get a chance to not only do it, but you get a chance to learn it, and you get a chance to learn it from someone who is excellent at it, or I would like to say the best at it, because
look, I'm gonna be like Mayweather on this. I'm Muhammad Ali. I'm bad.
Yeah.
World. You know, and I'm just playing.
No, but that's real because what happens is most people don't understand who they have in front of them.
I know.
When it comes to teaching them things, they don't understand who they have in front of them because this brother right here is the one that certified and trained us in success coaching, and I've trained, and because of I know he the best because I went through it, but because of him training me, I've trained people that are writing movie scripts and writing books and business. See, that seed started from him and him putting the excellence in me so
Wow.
that I can deposit it into others. And there are people, that are doing some stuff right now. I'm talking about like some serious stuff that they are doing it because I decided to connect with the best at doing something. And that's what and here's what I want. And because I believe in this brother so much, I don't want to be the middleman in this process. I need you. It's almost like you trying to learn how to play basketball, and as opposed to going to Michael Jordan, you go to Craig Hodges.
Oh, Craig.
Yeah,
Man.
old Craig. Yeah, I dug that one up. And whatnot.
I can see his face, his socks, and everything when you said that, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So why would I go to him and I can go to Mike, to learn how to do this stuff? And so some of you might want to learn how to fix credit. Some of you may have been looking for not just a way to help people, but an additional stream of income to learn how to do it. And let me tell you something, becoming a specialist, I've seen, let me tell you something, I know because I know a lot of credit specialists. Now, let me tell you, I know a lot of credit specialists, but I chose him.
Wow.
I chose him because his integrity with me and him is on another level. And I trust you with him to be able to take your life to the next level, your vision to the next level. I want you to experience some victories. Here's what I want you to do. I don't want you because this was once upon a time. I almost feel like how Dr. I.V. Hilliard would say years ago, when he would say that, and he would say that years ago, I was one of the cats that would have to pull up to the machine and check his balance before he made a withdrawal.
Oh, man, come on now.
I was the cat that said, I can't pull no credit because I'm afraid of them telling me no. And I got people behind me, looking at me. Yeah. Now I'm in a day I don't have to do either.
Yeah.
I mean, when I watch people go up and then they kind of got to check their balance or doing whatever, or they're afraid to do the credit. Like today, I went to look at my theater chairs that I'm gonna get because when I rest on Mondays, because I think Monday your rest day too. When I rest on Mondays, I want to rest on another level. Yeah. So I went into the store and picked it out, and I just told the guy, I said, "Well, my business is gonna pay for it." I said, "So what you need me to bring in?" He told me what I needed to bring in. I said, "Okay," and I'm not worried about it because I know what's gonna happen when I go in there. And my plan is for them, I'm gonna pay them off in 3 to 6 months. Anyway, is what my plan is. But my plan was not to get rid of my cash up front so that I can use my cash to work in other areas.
And then you can use those months thinking to build and make it even stronger. Because people, no matter, I'm still strengthening mine.
Right.
And you got to watch it. It's just a game. If your credit go down, we know how to get it right back up because we know what we did. And you don't even have to get frustrated if it goes down because you know the game. You know exactly what you need to do to make it go up 70, 80 points the next month. So it's when you understand the game of credit, you don't even have to get frustrated that, it's going to fluctuate.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to. And then you got to know when to call your credit card company or your loan companies and know when they report to the bureau. So you can make sure that, man, come on, y'all just give me a call. So you can make sure that you put your credit back at zero balance before they report.
Yes.
So we got a calendar of city, what is it? The city card, the Discover card, the Amex card. The ninth. Okay, this one report on the ninth. This one report on the 14th. This one report because they all report at different times. But you need to know so when you can dump your cash and go ahead and pay it off, that you got it back at the zero balance.
Wow.
There's a certain little tricks and things that you will learn on about the credit game.
You know, my wife just wrote in the comments. She said that's a good book name, Understanding the Game. I mean, you're an author already anyway, so I mean, you know, you can spit that out like it ain't. It ain't nothing to it. You spit that out like
Well,
it ain't.
I got to give you what 5%, 10% of that one because that I'm gonna steal that title.
Well, that's what she said. She wants you. She talking about you doing it. And
Oh no, I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna give you 10% because you came up with the name.
I love it. I love it. So listen, because I really want to encourage people. I don't see any other questions that people have typed in on the comments, but I do want you to reach out to my brother when it comes to questions. I want you to reach out to him because here's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to go another month or another year with your behavior, your financial behavioral situation not making any changes. And I think that's the biggest thing to pull away from this is while the credit restoration is a portion of this, the literacy is the biggest part of this. And I want us to be able to do that. So in closing, my brother, you have the final stage, and I know you've given more information that you normally give. I know you have done that because some of the stuff that I do know.
Because it's you.
Man, let me tell you, but you know, Pastor, Bishop, Brother, Apostle, the financial Pope is what they call. We're brothers like that. We get. But in doing that, I want give others, whether it's an incentive to consult with you, whether it's incentive to reach out to you, give them final information without giving more information because, like I said, some people will listen to this call, watch this podcast. Some people will watch this broadcast and go and screw up their credit even more because they'll try to do it on their own.
Man, it's look, get a specialist. That's what you go to the doctor for. I tell people all the time the reason I call myself the credit doctor is because sometimes your credit needs healing, and we all know by teaching healing and sometimes receiving healing, it's a process. It's a mindset. You have to change your mindset. You can't keep your mind set the way it is, but you got to set it up on another level. Okay, so we're talking about credit here. So man, let's have the best credit possible so our kids can experience a different type of life. And it's so important. It to me, just like the word of God is life and death. I believe this in the natural is the same because you cannot win and you cannot go to the next level getting denied all the time. There has to come to a point where you get sick and tired of all the denials. It has to come. You have to get to a point where you get where no spending 800-900 for an apartment where you can that can be a mortgage. It's time for you to own something, and you need credit to own something. You can pay cash, nothing wrong with it, but why pay cash when you can use leverage as your credit as leverage? When you can use just having it's nice to have great credit where you don't have to put down a down payment on a house. You don't have to put a down payment on a car. You can just let them detail it, wash it up, and deliver it to wherever you are. It's nice. It feels good because we are all kings and queens anyway. But it's time for us to have credit as a king and a queen. We already doing good with the money. Some of us are. Some of us even need to still learn manage your money. But at the same time, let's not wait another second. Let's get our credit together. Our credit says who you really are.
Wow. Wow. That's a tremendous incentive to be able to hook up with you. Listen, his office hours, you can contact him tomorrow between 9 and 3 at 407-630 70 no, I'm sorry, 7799. Let me give that again. 407-630-7799. Or you can go to the website, which is the winnerswayfinancial.com. Is that correct?
Winners Way. WINNERS Way. WAY financial.com. So it's
Wow.
www.winnerswayfinancial.com.
And here's and I'll give you a great incentive of why this becomes so important. There's someone out there, very well known, very due, and they teach on how to use credit. Very famous, and I won't mention names because I don't want to get in trouble for mentioning names. But when they have their meetings on a yearly basis, they charge as much as $10,000 to just sit in their meeting. Their meeting will involve the information, but it doesn't involve the counseling, doesn't involve in the fixing of problems. That's why opportunities like these are so valuable to you, because you're getting Dr. Price and his team is what you're getting, and you're getting them to be able to take care of some of the issues that some of us haven't been able to take care of in years. And sometimes you need someone else's mind to form new behaviors for yourself, you know. And so this brother right here, who is an author, a big time author, he's a pastor, loves the people of God. I mean, literally, he taken over the Midwest and the Florida Keys. He taken over that, and I've watched his life. He's done some tremendous things in his life. He has evidence, and that's what happens. We keep following people who have no fruit or no evidence of what they're showing you, and he has the evidence. So I implore you,
Thank you for the opportunity.
take the time. If you're interested in the coaching part, reach out to him. Take the time. See, this is how you know when you are kingdom brothers, because I mean, I could say you can sign up with me. No, sign up with him. I said, because that's what he's doing right now. That he's doing that right now is what he's doing. Okay, if he trained me, you gonna get a little more than what you would have got with me. You know, so I don't have any issues with that. You kingdom brothers, you allow people to experience the best that they need to in life. And so if it's either of those things, please, I implore you to reach out to him so that you can get the answers that you were looking for before the pandemic started. Some of you been renting forever. Okay. You need to sign up, because we need to get you out of apartments now. Just being in that real estate thing, I drop a little nugget for you just to give you some fruit on what have you. Some of us, if our credit was right, because I know what I charge for rent, and I don't charge a lot considering what the market is. If I charge what the market said, I mean, it would really be a lot more. But what happens is you could buy a house that has an in-law suite in the upstairs. Once you buy that house in the in-law suite that is upstairs, you probably can get that house for about $70,000 where your mortgage is about $500, maybe $600. You can charge your tenant $600 rent, and you can live rent-free, mortgage-free for however long you keep that tenant in there, or you keep that house. And then when you're ready to go buy your next house, you can rent both of those spaces out, thus now paying for your next house. There's so many strategies that's available when you get your credit together and all. So, I mean, that's just stuff. Okay, there was another question. Okay, type it in for me, sweetie. I didn't see it. I missed it. My wife said, see, that's why you my family got better eyes than me. That's why I need them.
This is good. Thank you again, man.
You know, and I'm serious. I want these folks to get with you because
I'm winning, man.
coming out of the pandemic, I want them to be able to do some of this stuff you talking about doing.
Yeah, man. Live your dream. Live your dream. Some people have never been on vacation, but you can do it, man. You can do it.
Okay, absolutely. Then it says one tip in financial literacy for millennials. Um, I'm not sure. That's my daughter.
I got one for you. Um, sow and save.
There you go. There you go.
Sow and save. Never stop sowing.
Yeah.
The way um, that we live as the Price family, and I know the Middleton family the same, is tithe. Tithe. I haven't gotten this wisdom from just no. This came from God.
Mm-hmm.
So honor Him. You know what I mean? Honor Him. Those dreams, those businesses, and those books, and hey, honor Him. And I tell my people to tithe off everything, because everything He told you to do and you making money from, or getting blessed from, you got to sow from it, because He gave you that vision. He gave you that dream. So all of my businesses tithe. Um, that's how we do it. And I try to make sure every single day that I ask the Holy Spirit to direct me and into whom I'm supposed to bless. And it doesn't have to always be people that I know.
Mm-hmm.
I like making waitresses days. I like making them cry all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't post it all the time, but when I do post certain things, it's not to brag, but it's to inspire you to follow suit. Just keep sowing.
Mm-hmm.
Never stop sowing. Be obedient. And then another financial tip is hear and obey. That's it. Hear the voice of the Lord and obey. He
Wow.
told Peter, I don't mean, I know this is a radio show, but he told Peter, he said, you've been doing this all night with no evidence.
Mm. Woo.
Then he said, at my word. And Peter tried getting feisty. If you really look at it, Peter like, what you know about fishing, Jesus? Because he's trying to cop an attitude. Peter had an attitude problem. Peter was always running his mouth. So what do you know about fishing? He said, Peter basically was like, I does this.
Yeah.
What do you say? Cast it on this side.
Mm-hmm.
Peter said, you know what? I did everything. I tried everything today. He said, at thy word.
Mm-hmm.
When he heard the instruction on what to do, so therefore, once you follow suit on that instruction, this financial literacy, the best financial advisor is the Holy Spirit, is Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
So when you follow those nudges on the inside, and the whispers, and the vision, open visions that He tell you and show you, He speaks through showing you sometimes. And when you act on it, man, you're gonna have a net breaking year like Peter had. And that's why we're experiencing net breaking of children, net breaking of another building with children, net breaking in the credit business, and now I'm doing celebrities. I'm doing celebrities credit. Why? Because I heard and I obeyed.
Mm.
I can't say their names right now until they sign that disclosure. But there's R&B singers.
Right.
There's Def Jam execs.
Yeah.
There's professional boxers that we're doing. If I mention the singers, y'all women gonna go crazy. But because they was back in the day, but they grown men now. But it's just amazing what God can do. He has a way of escape for all of us. Do you know He had a way of escape for us? He knew we were going to have credit issues. He knew we were going to have financial issues. He knew we were going to have relational issues. But He always had a way of escape for us before we had the problem. There was a way. And I'm telling you right now, there's a way for you right now to get better credit. There's a way for you right now to make extra money. There's a way for you right now to become a certified life coach. There's a way right now for you to become better steward in the area of your finances.
Wow. Let me tell you something. This did not disappoint in no way at all. I'm glad I obeyed Holy Spirit and said, don't wait. Get this brother on as soon as possible, because I understand your fruit. And see, I was gonna put on the flyer celebrity credit fixer, but I didn't want people, people start they'd be like, oh, well, who credit you fixing? You know how people get, they nosy, to do that. So listen, my brother, listen, everyone. We will put and if you have a flyer that we can put on the bottom of this broadcast, that if you would send it to us, we can get a flyer on the bottom of the broadcast so that others can have the flyer to reach out to you during those times. Listen, brother, thank you. Thank you. You have been a tremendous blessing to me and my family. And you've been a tremendous blessing to those who have been on this podcast. Listen, share this. It's on YouTube. Share it with your family and your friends. You can hit the replay button or have a watch party. I encourage you to listen to it from the beginning. And because let me tell you something, you truly have heard from a brother that's living the dream. You've heard from Dr. Price. He is living the dream. And that's what we want to encourage you all to do, to know that there's a dream on the inside of you, and God wants us to be able to live it out. So we thank Dr. Price.
Thank you. Thank you.
Put some hearts or some hand claps in the comment section as we prepare to depart from here. And I this went as long as I knew it would go, because I didn't tell him. We normally do I normally have an hour in my head as a clock anyway, and he's giving you just enough. So I promise you, I got it. Cool. I promise you. Let's start. Let's get going. Let's do this thing. I've given you the best. Now it's up to you to take advantage of what was given before you. And I say this in closing.
So you threw the alley hoop to him.
Huh?
You threw the alley hoop to him.
I threw the alley hoop to him, and all they got to do is dunk it. My pastor came up with an analogy before, probably weeks before the pandemic even started. Apostle Mike, he said that God will always assign an usher to your life to usher you to your destined place. And and if I got my ushers online, you ushers know how y'all do it. Y'all hold one hand up and signal for them to come. This brother is an usher to usher you into the destined place that God had. And tonight he put his hand up and then his hands out. Come on, I got a seat for you. Not just at the room, but I got a seat for you at the table.
Come on now.
Take advantage of this opportunity. Listen, also let them know how to connect with you on social media, sir.
Oh yeah. On Instagram it's I am Tariq Price. On Facebook it's Tariq Price. I'm coming up with another page because I'm at my limit. But just message me, do whatever you have to do to reach me, and I will get back with you. We will get back.
Awesome. So that's a way to get in contact with them. By all means, thank you all so much. Thank you for tuning into this special edition, this emergency edition, this breaking news edition of Living the Dream. This will be our last one for the month of July. And also, thank you all so much. We appreciate you. Have a tremendous evening. And remember, we win in everything that we do. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
See you later.